Good morning in the Pacific time zone. 11:06 a.m. and 12 seconds. A couple of seconds ago, that's what it was. Saturday, September 28th, 2024. I see Tim hit me in orange. Hello.
John Williams said, hello, Doug.
Okay, I saw SpeakerBot, graphic audio analyzer, display, whatever to call it. Says that the SpeakerBot was void.
Official Tim Tex said hello. Mr. DougBetts, 30 years of expertise.
I died. You can never have enough expertise. Expertise.
Zvi Manor said, Carrie moved to Studio CJ's 2 cents is moving to Studio C. When Doug intending to move to Studio C?
I don't know. Could I call the cabin Studio C? C for cabin? I've done a couple shows from there. How about calling that Studio C? I did some shows from the room over here next to me and called that Studio B. So I think the cabin is Studio C. I already had a Studio C before Carrie did. How about that? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Yeah, I know what you meant, Tim. Okay, I am operating a little bit slow, a little bit under the weather today. Where do I want to go? Oh, let's go look at this. Oh, and I've got Zoom open. I think there's one participant in the waiting room right now. I'll bring you in a little bit. The topics list today. Oh, live commentary. Stay on your toes, moderator. Those moderators, those of you who know who to watch out for. The troll. Looking to see if Dennis, yeah, whatever. Not thinking very well. Let's see. It's around here somewhere. Anyone can chat. That's what I was trying to do there. Come over here. Do this button and that button. All right. Talk, Doug. It's a dead air time. You're not supposed to have dead air time. Yeah, get over it. Get over it. So live commentary next is hello to Zoom participants. So let's go do that. And there is one. I did not do all of my setup checklists today. So it's going to be a little bit of adjustments here maybe to get this all set up right. Let's see, OBS virtual cam, turn my camera on, change the audio settings around so that I can hear. Oh, I should be able to hear now. Hit that button and then this button. There. Hello, Tim. I'll fix that. Whoops, no, that didn't fix it. Let's see. We got 2 columns, 1 row. There we go. That does it. Hello, Tim. How are you today? Tim, can you hear me? Oh, all right.
Jim
Tim, can you hear me
KJ3N
now?
said, sounds like this is going to be another Doug Stout and Ken Betts show.
All right. Did you hear the speaker bot? All right. So that's working. Do you have anything to... Any opening comments? Oh, you. All right. All right.
Ken Stout Live said, we not hearing Tim.
Oh.
Ran Israel said YT cannot hear Tim.
All right. Let me fix that. They can't hear you. Let's figure out why is that.
Official Tim Tech said YT cannot hear Tim.
Okay, I've heard that. I understand that. Okay, your screen is black for a little bit here. And I got to turn on. Obvious things. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Now, some in here should be a Zoom audio. Here's Zoom audio. And let's turn that on. So I'm going to make myself a note over here to automate turning on a Zoom audio. So I started spelling Zoom with the letter A. Turn it on. As a matter of fact, I realize now that I set myself an alarm to remind myself to turn Zoom audio on. Okay, then to fix this. This is just not going to be a very well put together show today. Just accept that, people. Okay, go ahead and see if they hear you now, Tim.
Just hanging out in the computer lab today. I might leave early. I got a busy schedule ahead of me.
Yeah, I got a bunch of client work to do today. And tomorrow. I expect to be working both days. And actually, yeah, it's possible I might shut the show down early if that works out. Janet sent me an email saying she's going to be late to arrive. So when she arrives, we'll get on to her topic. But we've got a Tim Sowell topic in on my list. Tim Sowell's quick reference sheet for Ken Stout. And Ken Stout is in chat. So let me go prep that because of the Ken Stout troubles he's been having. Tim found this neat little cheat sheet that might be helpful to Ken. So here you go. Understanding computer technology, function key, main storage, normal flow of operation, search control device, peripherals, hardware, debugging tool, mouse, backup system, floppy disk, application software, user interface, central processing unit, output, overflow, input, output, error, supplemental data. He's given us a couple laugh emojis in chat. I know that I've seen that before, but it's always good to review things. There will be a quiz, Ken. Yeah, right.
Actually, one of our machinists at work found that. And
Oh, really?
he's one of your new prescribers also.
Oh, is he? Good. What's his name? If you can.
Chris Jackson. He might be on here listening.
Hello, Chris Jackson. Well, I turned off the live commentary mode, so he should be able to chat. He could say, yes, I'm here. I'm here. Oh, Ken Stout. That was the next thing on my list is Ken Stout's reasons for considering to build a NAS computer. He's in chat. Is he going to come in? Oh, that's a Victor. You got somebody called up.
Jim KJ3N said, I assume you will address my comment on yesterday's stream when Janet shows up.
Yes, I will, Jim. And it was a good comment. I have that earmarked. Tim Sowell reports 77 in Fresnoville. Oh, well, something here to say about that. Let's see, did I turn off waiting room? Yeah, I just turned off waiting room. So there he is. Ken is in there. He's going to say, what? You put me in the waiting room? 2 columns, 2 rows. And I got to turn off participants window for my picture to show up right. But before we get on to Ken, Tim made mention of the weather. Next week in October, we are expecting 3 consecutive days over 100 degrees. 103, 104, 103. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in October. Yikes. Hello, Ken.
Hello, Doug.
John
So,
hear
Williams
me?
said, Ken
I can
Stout,
hear you.
please pick it up.
Read chat, please.
let me see what there's telling me to read chat about.
Official Tim Tech said, golly, Miss Molly.
Randy Israel asking, did anyone experience this? Yeah, this is a good way to use read chat, please. If you can just do the exclamation mark C and type right out after that. That way I'll read it out, but we don't have to wait for SpeakerBot to read out a URL because that's just painful. AMD, I already know I didn't experience it. X670 motherboard bug downgrades PCIe 5.0 SSDs to PCIe 1.0 speeds. Ouch. All
Called
right.
the Ghetto effect.
Okay, let's get to Ken's topic. Come over here. I am just really moving slow today. Ken Stout, reasons for considering to build a NAS computer. Take it away, Ken. What do you want to do with a NAS?
I think it all started out in my childhood when I was about 10 years old, and I thought it'd be cool to go. Oh, NAS, not NASA. I'm sorry. I need to be able for Tim got it. I need to be able for the two computers to talk to one another, and I really would like to have Plex in there as well, so we can watch TV in the living room from the NAS or the computers or wherever that are actually in the studio. And that's basically about it.
Okay. So the computers talking to each other, that sounds like peer-to-peer networking to me. But when you add in the Plex, does that mean the Plex would be playing videos off of the NAS?
Sure, let's go with that. You know, I know all about this stuff.
Well, you have some reason why you want a NAS for use with your Plex. So why do you want a NAS for use with your Plex?
If it will work that way, sure. If not, then no. Hello, Jim.
Oh. Hello, Jim. Yeah, if you don't, you know, so far I'm not hearing a need for a NAS.
Okay. The real reason is I'm trying to keep up with the KJ3N out of Delaware, and I just figured I'd get a NAS.
Well, that is a valid reason to do it, and I kind of suspected that might be the case. You just want to experience what that does for you, what it's like. But yeah, if a person were doing a lot of sharing between the computers, such that, for instance, you have content on one computer, you copy it to the NAS so the other computer can access it even when computer one is turned off, and that content always need to be accessible for each of the computers, even if one of them's turned off. With peer-to-peer networking, if computer B wants to access files that are on computer A, well, computer A has to be on at the time that you try to access that. Right. So that could be a reason to want an intermediate area to store files. If you wanted to use it for backup, that would make sense. And one of the things that I want to point out to anybody using a NAS is not in and of itself a backup. Depends upon how you're using it. If you're copying or backing up files that are on your hard drive to the NAS, yeah, then that would do it. You might have computer A backing up to the NAS so that you got files on computer A and backed up on the NAS. Computer B might be doing the same thing. It has its own files and it backs up to the NAS. That would be another reason to do it. If the Plex was always didn't have its own storage and you wanted to have other storage that would routinely play from, then that would make sense to do it from a NAS rather than from your own computer. I don't even know if it can deal with peer-to-peer networking, but that would interfere or could slow down the operation of your computer. There's lots of other reasons to have a NAS, and I think lots of reasons why some people think they need a NAS and they probably don't. So That's what I just wanted to get out. What are your reasons? And it's keeping up with the Joneses or the Jims.
The gyms, yes. And the ghettos. I've got to get it before Ghetto gets it.
All right.
Clearly.
Because he's going to do it. You know it.
Don't give me any ideas.
Zvimana said, why
Jim
Jim
is laughing, I'm guessing, because of Brian's comment. Yeah, I figured as much.
All right. Zavi is saying, why is Jim laughing? So if I go up to Brian's comment, Ken just wants to get an ass before Ghetto gets one.
Yeah.
All right. And while I'm here in chat, I'll just scroll up and see if there's any other oranges. I'm not trying to read through every comment anymore. I think that's just kind of gets old time after time after time for other viewers.
If I could inject a few comments.
Yes, please.
Okay. I have an NAS because I have a lot of, well, not a lot of, but I have several DVDs converted over or burned, ripped, whatever you want to call them, and they reside on the NAS. That way I can play all of my stuff from any computer, and my smart TV can also read them off the NAS as well. So that's one.
Okay.
Two, I have at least 3 different machines on the network that do their backups to the NAS. So that's another reason.
All right. Good.
Plus
Perfect.
me, I just like to frickin' tinker.
And and have stuff. Sure. Now, is your NAS a manufactured NAS, or is it a machine that you built and using?
I built it.
Yeah, you built it just like a regular computer, maybe configured particularly for use as a NAS. And then what's the operating system?
Something called Sigma NAS.
Sigma NAS. Yep.
Yeah, it's not very well known. There's not a lot of people who are running it, but I started using it when it was originally called NAS for free because it was free, and
Yeah.
I could figure it out. That may or may not be something that people are terribly interested in. And if I can find, okay, here we go. I'm going to put a link into when I rebuilt the NAS in its current form. So I will put that into the YouTube there in just a moment.
I have a case too, Doug, as well, that I broke down. That kind of got me thinking about it, that if I can just combine everything in one spot.
Yeah, okay, that link should work.
And Brian thinks I have a petabyte of DaVinci files.
Yeah.
No, but
I think I'm slightly
there.
north of that.
No, you're growing there.
Well, one of
the which is the other reason why to have a NAS. If you're a content creator and you want to make sure you got someplace to store all your footage, NAS is probably a pretty good idea.
Okay, and with that, does that imply that it would give you opportunity to organize it really efficiently on that NAS?
No, well, no, hold on. With Ken, there's no such thing.
Exactly. Thank you.
There's no such thing. Organization and Ken are.
I'll take that complaint. I mean, compliment. I like that. Actually, if I may interject something here.
Are you thinking?
I started organizing things when both computers were in the studio, and we know I've lost it temporarily. I'm in OBS today, and I have 45 things that are missing because due to my organization, I pulled them off the hard drive and put them on an external drive. So OBS can no longer see them. If I had a NAS, OBS would still be able to see them.
Yep. You just point OBS there. Have a nice day.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
and you could just have a very nice structured folder organization so that you always know where to find something.
I started this project at noon, and 8 minutes before you came on, I quit because I'm only down to 35. I've only found 9 photos without going and getting my docking station, my USB hub, and the external drives. Because the reason is I'm not sure which external drive I put them on. Go ahead.
Right.
Lambast me now.
Well, yeah, my response to that is, does that level of frustration give you enough motivation to organize your NAS as you're putting it together. You got a fresh start.
Well, sure. I think the short answer is yes. I will reach out to a few people and get some assistance. Brian, Jim, you, Ghetto, Alex, everyone that knows what they're doing.
Well, I'll give you an invitation. Once you got the NAS up and operational, I'd like you to come on to one of my Monday through Friday shows. I connect remotely to it, and we develop a folder structure. So we'll create a bunch of empty folders just to give you a hierarchy that makes sense for you. I can't create those folders for you. I can't tell you what names to use, but I can walk you through the thought processes to come up with an organization that I think would work for you.
Okay. It'll be next year. There's no hurry on this.
Next year, yeah.
Yeah. We got October, November, December, birthday, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. It's,
so
grandkids.
So everybody in chat, Ken is saying he thinks it'll be 2025. Is anybody going to pick a year after that before we get around to doing that? No, I
know I'm slow, but I'm not that slow.
Yeah. Okay. Tim says 27. All right. Let me, was there anything else on this topic before I move along?
No, we beat it to death. It's good.
Yeah.
Brian is onto my file system though, other stuff, and some other stuff, and some more other stuff.
No, that's not what it's going to be. That might be what it is now. That's not what it's going to be.
Close.
Hello, Josh Kinder. Josh, I want to let you know, putting your hand up is not something that's going to work very well for me. I'd rather you just kind of speak, just say, hey, Doug, and then wait for me to respond to you. That way I know you've got a question. All right?
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and take your hand down, please, because it messes up my alignment.
I just happened to tap the screen, and I wanted to say, Ken, Ghetto doesn't know what the heck he's doing because Ghetto wouldn't be breaking computers if he did.
You still can't get the Nook to work?
Nah, I gave up on that.
Okay.
Okay, Ghetto, I might take a lot of heat for this, but I am going to applaud you for learning by experiencing, learning by your mistakes, and not being afraid to try things. I know it frustrates people in the community, but I'm suspecting you're learning quicker than if you were to just let people handhold you all the way through everything. That doesn't mean to not ask for help early. I'd rather you'll ask for help earlier than after you've got it really messed up. But I think you are learning.
It's frustrating now because I don't have any computer anywhere except for Donovan Mills. So, yeah, I probably should have asked for help earlier, but I didn't.
Well, and I was trying to remember Jim's dog's name, Molly.
That's correct.
Molly. Oh, I got it. How about that? Yeah, but Josh, part of learning by experience is that the going through the frustration of mistakes and losing stuff for a period of time, that helps grind the lesson in even deeper. And it's possible that the lesson that you would get out of that or should get out of that is ask for advice sooner. And that's one of the comments that I will be making for Janet. So I would have loved to have had the opportunity to give her some pointers before she went and tried to uninstall a bunch of software. Now, Jim's comment that we'll get to in more detail suggests that it wasn't the software, and I'm going to be suggesting that I think it may have been a combination of the uninstalls and the age of the equipment. So let me go on to another topic. Mystery unboxing. Show it here, mystery unboxing. What the heck does Doug mean by that? I got this package. Came yesterday, United States Postal Service. The email I received said it would be coming Thursday. It actually arrived on Friday. No big deal. But I have no idea what it is. I did not order anything from this company. Now, I have blacked out the address for those of you who are getting nervous that I'm bringing this up to the camera, because I'm going to show some things about it. I'm trying to fix my overhead camera, such as it is. Let's see, unboxing camera. Yikes.
Oh.
I'm going to make adjustments here.
Yeah,
I'll turn
that's
it
not
to
overexposed at all.
automatic everything.
John Williams said spare tire in a box. LOL.
No.
Frosty Winnipeg said my eyes.
Is this live and unscripted?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Oh, let's not go there, please.
So, I wonder, let's try Longitude for zooming in. I've got to figure
Bobby
out which
Warren
camera
said,
to
"Hey,
use.
Doug."
Hello, Bobby. Yeah. That's not bad. So it came from Shabua Lin. I know that's a little bit fuzzy. Express Repair Shop, Inc., Brooklyn, New York. I did a Google search for that and found them, which that in itself was interesting. Let's get that over here. Express Repair Shop. Categorized miscellaneous retail stores. Our records show established 2017 incorporated. Show this company has annual revenue of $29,735. But keep in mind it's only an estimate, down to the dollar. It employs a staff of approximately 1. So small operation, been around for a while. The packaging says eBay. I didn't order anything from eBay. So I've got two things on my mind, what it is. One is I have ordered four laptops. Yeah, 4. 4 laptops from, oh, come on, I can't, one of those mini computer companies. Oh, are you kidding? I'm not remembering their name. Anyway, I ordered one from the company. After it didn't come in for quite a while, I went on Amazon and I found that there were 3 remaining of that model computer. So I ordered those, each one of them one at a time. None of them have arrived. I've had communications with the company, and I almost remember the name again. It's one of the very common names that Carrie does demos of. So that we've gone around emails back and forth. They first wanted me to check with the Postal Service because the tracking information says it was here at my local Postal Service and never came
John
in.
Williams said
AceMagic.
AceMagic.
That's right, AceMagic.
V Manor said Minisforum.
Not
Mini PC.
Minisforum, AceMagic. And they were laptops, all the same model laptop. Carrie mentioned once upon a time that they have a $200, $250 laptop. So I thought, you know what, that might work for many of my clients who use them as not their primary driver. They just connect remotely to their office computer, do some web browsing, and for me, maybe. So I wanted to try it. And so then they said they were gonna ship it out. They were gonna expedite it. So I'm thinking now, did they actually order one off of eBay and have it shipped to me because they don't have any? And this is actually a repaired computer? Or did somebody maybe order it from eBay, a broken computer from eBay to see if Doug can fix it? Those are my thoughts. Let's find out. Oh, I don't know if I trust myself with a sharp knife while on medication.
As the knife goes toward his thumb.
That's not a knife.
Yeah, yeah. You call that a knife?
That's not a knife.
Now, what if it's somebody, what if it's a troll that sent me something that would be very embarrassing for me to open on stream? Ah.
Put a 1 in chat if you'd like to see that.
There we go. There we go. Was this company maybe just a shipping point for them and it is actually a new computer? And how am I going to figure it out? Oh, I guess I can unzoom it now, huh? Well, guess I closed Logitune. Let's see, which way do you read it? Up right side, yeah. Laptop AX15, yeah, that's one I ordered. Alder Lake N95, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabyte drive, silver. Now,
you'll know if it's red, you got the wrong one.
A disappointing thing is the first thing that happened is I ordered the computer and it failed to arrive. I started working with the company to fix that. And then a client of mine needed a new laptop for just remote connecting to the office. And they were very interested in saving money. So I told them about this laptop, and I think it was before I realized that mine was not going to come. So they asked me to order one for them. So I think I'm going to be reallocating this to my client because they have more need for it than I do. And that way they can be the guinea pigs, figure out how well it works. I told them I haven't tried this laptop yet. User manual. Oh, let's get the full experience. Here's the box of other stuff. Nothing else in there. The way this is packaged up could give a clue as to whether it's a used laptop, repaired laptop. So far, it looks believable that this is original factory packaging. That doesn't look like it's been opened up, although if it did go in for repair, the repair shop might not even use the included adapter. This has kind of a fabric sleeve over it. Appears to be original styrofoam. Let's see, that is upside down to you. It's all looking pretty original. Touchpad reminder. I guess that's upside down to you. Press the FN plus spacebar to lock and unlock your touchpad. Oh, all right. They've got a little symbol on the spacebar with an X through it and a graphic that looks similar to a touchpad. It's like a rectangle shape with two button locations at the bottom, which this doesn't actually have any physical buttons, but that's good to know. I was recently trying to lock out a touchpad on a particular computer and couldn't find any way to do it. Let's have chat up on the other monitor here. Tim says it looks like a MacBook. I'll look over the side here and see if I can feel for an electrical port on my power strip. Ouch! Just kidding. It's a USB Type C.
It's going to come back looking like the guy from
Power.
Back to the Future.
And here's the
Come
power
on,
button.
Ghetto. Make sure you get it plugged in right.
The first time I actually tried to power something on using this unboxing camera. It's kind of okay. The computers from the minis type manufacturers have been coming in with customized Windows environment where we don't have to use the Shift F10 technique to do a local user account. I don't recollect whether this is Windows Home or Pro.
Likely Home.
I'm thinking so too. Let's go to yes for English. United States. US keyboard.
Brian Lightfoot said, could you repeat the cost for this device?
Yeah, I'll go look it up. And it's not showing on AceMagic's website last time I looked. Since it's not available, they took it off of their selections. Want to add a second keyboard, skip. License agreement, accept. And go straight to entering a name for local account. Hasn't told us yet whether it's Home or Pro. What do I want to use on this? It's going to go to her. I'll just call it user for now. Password none. Privacy settings. I don't even really care about this right now. We'll keep Find My Device on. Turn off the optional diagnostic data. Turn off inking and typing. Rest I'll leave. The keyboard and the touchpad, the wrist rest, it all looks perfect new condition. It has on the right side a USB Type A 2 point something because it's black, and then a blue one, so 3 point something. Has a micro SD card slot, and also on the right side has headset jack. The left side, a blue USB port, HDMI port, a Type C port, power light, and battery light. Has a numeric keypad out on the right. And right into Windows. Windows key R, WinVer. Windows 11 Pro. 22H2. All right, let me get it set up to the capture card.
I like how thin it is.
Yeah, it is. It is thin.
Looks almost like my Dell laptop.
See if that comes up. There it is. All right. Is that coming in clear? That's, I'm going to make the window bigger so that
Frosty
I can tell.
Winnipeg said, I'm curious how it started up in Create Local account mode. Get the feeling there's got to be custom install of Windows 11?
Yes, yes. The many computer companies have been pretty consistently been coming in with local, easy to access local user account. I think the Windows 11 Home images that come from these companies, you do have to click on the link that says I don't have internet. And I think the Pro just goes straight to a local user account without having to claim that you don't have internet. I think that's what I'm seeing happening. All right. 22H2, Windows 11 Pro. I'll start going through the routine of things that we want to look at. Oh, I need to get a wireless keyboard and mouse. Did I think did I turn off the waiting room? I must have, because Ken came in without me.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
And then Ghetto popped in afterwards.
That's right. That's right. All right.
And just because I'm paranoid and it's from that era, I would run a Malwarebytes scan on that machine just to be safe.
All right.
Because there was a time period when images coming from some of these companies had interesting little things running around.
Yeah, it was AceMagic that had a whole lot of people making videos about it, coming with
and that
Admiral.
laptop is from that era.
Ooh.
Why do you say it's from that era? Just because the 22H2?
Well, that's part of the reason.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that during stream. That's just too.
No, I know. I'm just saying before you hand it over.
And the other thing is, I looked into that particular adware that was being captured. It was being captured in it was found in a recovery section. It wasn't active. So that just never really got me very excited. Let's see, here comes Alex. Well, Alex, if you when you turn your camera on, I'll bring you up and say hello. Okay, let's get this mouse. Where's that going? Oh, I'll go see about that encryption stuff. I'm sure that this is going to
Brian Lightfoot said, show system info.
This is not going to have encryption active at all. I will get into system info. Since it's Pro, this would be BitLocker encryption rather than device encryption. And data encryption managed, BitLocker drive encryption, and it is completely off. It's that's been consistent with the many computer companies. And then let's go MS Info 32. Oh, I got to go in with, I have to go in with admin rights in order to see the encryption support settings. So let's just go ahead and do that now. In order to do that, I'll do Windows key and system information, and then click over here, run as administrator. Answer yes. With that, I can scroll down to the bottom and see device encryption reasons for failed automatic encryption. And I've seen this before on many computers, or things like this, that it's not able to operate. PCR7 binding is not supported, unallowed, DMA capable bus device detected. There may be some adjustments that can be made to fix that, but once again, I don't care, because I don't have encryption set up for any of my clients yet. And this one going to my client would not need encryption because it's not going to have data on it. It's just going to be used for connecting remote to the office. So there's our 16 gigabytes. Scroll up a bit. What else are we going to get? The model is AX15, and that's actually the computer name right now. Is there something specific anybody wants to see in system information? N95 CPU, I believe that's what we were expecting, wasn't it? Yeah, that's what was marked on the box.
John Williams said secure boot not enabled.
That came from the East
Right.
Coast?
Well, it came from a repair shop on the East Coast, a repair shop that has an annual revenue under $30,000. So I think it
got
was.
Pacific time on it. And you're not on the network yet.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Pacific time is the standard default time when you install Windows.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Because that's where Microsoft United States headquarters is located.
Correct.
Yeah, but many computer companies do use a custom Windows image. We can tell that because of the way it handles the local accounts. We never got prompted to make a Microsoft account at all. Greg M asking how secure boot disabled and Windows installed. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I've demonstrated that more times than I care to think about.
Yeah, that's easy. All right. Let's go look at installed programs. Three of them: Microsoft Edge, OneDrive, and Microsoft Visual C. That's all. There's a C drive. Windows telling us a capacity of 474 gigabytes, 449 available or free. All right, let's get connected. It does not have an Ethernet port. So if you wanted to connect Ethernet, you need to use a
read chat, please.
Expansion port, replicator, whatever we call it. Rand Israel wanting to know brand of SSD. Well, when we get connected to my local network here, I will get that information for you by copying my tools over to
John Williams said, similar laptop on Amazon is under 300.00.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, this was well under 300.
That's a deal.
Why don't you put a link in chat for that computer you've found on Amazon, John?
Read chat, please.
I'll come to that in a moment. Okay. That last read chat was Brian Lightfoot giving this link $309. And this is on AceMagic's website. $16GB 512 N95. So that looks to be the same laptop. I have yet to tell you how much it was when I ordered it. I'm going to go find that. It was less than that. Let's see. Now, I paused Windows updates so that it won't go in and do Windows updates. That's part of what I did while I had my back turned. So up here at the top shows you updates pause until August 5th. And one of the reasons why I want to show, what I want to show for that is the most significant problem that I've found so far with these N95 processors is how long they take to do Windows updates, and that the CPU ramps right up to 100% and stays there for quite a while. Now, currently it's still showing pretty high, so we're going to let that see if it settles down for a bit. And I have, I turned logging on for HW info in the law office that I've told you about, an N95 computer that is being used by the managing partner in a law firm, and he reports that he's happy with it. But 2 days ago, he told me that he's been having some hesitations with keyboard and mouse. So I turned on recording through HW info. Now I have a spreadsheet that's got a bunch of log recordings of that, and I'll probably start showing that during the daily shows this week as I start investigating that. And another thing that I'm thinking of doing with him is the next thing with him, since he's on board with testing how well these computers do. Right now, he has an image that I restored from his HP computer, so it's Windows 10. So the next phase for him is I want to put an original Windows 11 image on his computer that's fully configured for him, and see if he reports that that operates better. I think it will, because it's essentially a clean install. Gets rid of all the clutter that he had with his HP computer. Then the next step with him would be to get a next level up computer, or maybe 2 steps up from that, and have him try that and see if he reports that it has a noticeably better performance. So I've got 2 clients right now that I'm getting to do some testing with, company-wide, for both of them.
Speaking of Windows 10, Doug, I had a little issue with Windows 10 since my computer's still on 10 the other day. I installed, I have to tell you what the KB number is, but I installed the 2024 September Cumulative Update Preview. It's the KB5043131 update. And when I installed that update, a lot of my programs that start up in the background when the computer starts, like Stream Deck and a few other little things, did not start up. So I knew it with that update, so I removed it. So just give you a little heads up.
Yeah, thank you for telling that story. I did hear you tell that on Ken's show, and that was a preview update that you sought, that you clicked to install. It was not an automatic update, and that is part of how Windows tests their features and their adjustments in their updates. So when you choose to install one of those preview updates, you are the guinea pig. And if I were to do that, because I don't want to have a problem like that, the only way that I would go about that is because I have the image backups, but it takes a while to restore an image backup. So I specifically do not seek any updates. I wait for them to be released for the general public, whatever they call that. But yeah, thanks for reporting that. And thanks for being a guinea pig. We appreciate your service. All right. Take a look at chat. Yeah, Destiny 2, no, I don't think you're going to do that. Now, some other Doug would try it just to see, but these days I don't have enough time to be doing that stuff. So not happening. Is there anything else here I want to catch in chat? Again, I'm not reading through every chat message. If you want to bring something to my attention, use SpeakerBot or use Orange. Okay, let's get the right. We have 3 columns, 2 rows. Who just came in?
Me.
Oh, Ken just came in again.
I came back.
All right. Where are we going next?
I hear there's a barbecue at Brian's house. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, so you saw how little stuff there is on this computer, and this has been up and running for a while. It just is brand new connected to the internet, and it's still got pretty high CPU usage, even with Windows updates postponed for a week. So just reporting that is something that I'm seeing with these. Now, is there something else we want to look at before launching the Windows update so that you can see what that does? Startup apps. So I sorted by the status column, so the disabled items are at the bottom.
Ran Israel said SSD brand.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Bring my tools over. OneDrive is enabled, RTK, whatever that is, and looks like an audio something, and security health. All right, so I'm gonna go refresh my memory on the name for Baby Beast. Yeah, so I'm gonna do Windows key R, // then the name of Big Beast Baby, which is Doug-BBBABY. Click OK. And then I have to sign in with a username and password that is valid on that computer. And because I always sign in with a PIN code, I'm not totally sure. Let's see. Let's do. Name is either Doug or DougBetts. I cannot. Well, I could turn around. When I type, you're not seeing it. Okay. Let's try this. No. No, I gotta go look it up. What did I do? Oh. I had the username wrong. Yeah, another complication is that my...
John Williams said device manager.
Okay, device manager. Got it. It's actually DougBetts. Where do I get to change the name here? Oh, there, use a different account. No. 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 I'm not going to do forgot password on that. I discovered that recently when I was trying to sign in remotely to my computers here. Oh. How about this? Since my computer's actually signed in with my Microsoft account,
Official Tim Tech said, is Little Beast have a MS account or is it a local account?
yeah, it's a Microsoft account, so I think I need to use my Microsoft credentials there.
I had to reboot my freaking tablet this morning. It kept saying my credentials were wrong when it was right. And then it worked.
Read chat, please.
That's the length of my Microsoft password. Yeah, I did it. There we go. Going to see what you're wanting me to read in chat. Zavi Menorah, instead of updating all the 22H2 updates, download 23H2. Perform a recent update. Saves time. Okay. How about just an in-place install of 23H2? I don't think we actually need to download it. On the website, we can do an in-place upgrade to that, can't we? You're welcome, Lone Dog. Okay, but we want to go see about the what drive it is. So in this SW setup folder, I have this new folder called Base Image Tools that I happen to know I have current editions of everything. Then I'll go to this PC, C drive. I have a folder that I put on all the computers I work with, SW setup. And yes, that is inherited from HP computers, and I just adopted that a long time ago. See no reason to break away from it. And that actually is all the tools that I'm currently using for creating a base image on a computer. I'm going to go turn the air conditioning on. Oh, you know what I'm going to try doing?
Official Tim Tech said, did you ever get your virtual computer working, Doug?
Virtual computer. Long time ago. I haven't even tried to do that for a long time. I'm going to switch to my headset right now. Control. So you should still be hearing me. Not here.
It's horrible.
Garbled.
Breaking up.
All right.
What is that?
Okay. Well, I'll be able to hear that on. I'll be able to hear that on when I watch the video back. So I switch back to my normal microphone. There's all those tools. And I haven't.
Anyone else hearing an echo?
Echo.
Oh. All right. I know where to go to fix that. My audio sources. And let's see, is the echoing only happening in Zoom?
Brian Lightfoot said no echo on YT.
Ah, all right.
I think so.
All right. So let me check. Microphone on Zoom.
Official
is
Tim
right.
Tech said, I didn't hear on YT, only on Zoom.
Okay. Why would that be? microphone. When I talk, there's only one graphic showing. So somehow when I switched microphones, that must have done something to Zoom. Do, 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 do. Back to
Bunch of Doug.
audio sources. Turn off that and then show Zoom. When I show Zoom, my microphone is set for the cable output. Now, if I switch that to the actual microphone, does that take away the echoing for Zoom?
Yep.
That took away the echoing, right?
Yep.
Now, that means you're not going to be able to hear a speaker bot doing that, but I'm wondering if I go right back to cable output, if that will fix it and it will still be okay. Is it?
Nope.
So is that
A little bit of an echo.
Little bit. Is that different than previous? Or is that the same echo that you were getting?
It's not as echoey, if that's a word. You were echoing pretty bad a while ago. Now you have a noticeable echo, but it's not overwhelming.
All right.
Official Tim Tech said maybe try unplug the device.
I heard that, Tim, but I got something else I want to check first.
Now she's talking about Tim Smirk, or she's talking about Tim Tech's advice. I heard the smirk, by the way, Tim Sowell. Yeah, look at him like, not me, no, it wasn't me.
Windows. Where is this happening from? Okay, so my microphone has a filter that has called audio monitor, goes out to the virtual cable. And the speaker bot audio source has a filter that goes to VB audio virtual cable, but nothing else goes to that virtual audio cable. But when I switch to my headset and back, that's when you got the echoing. If I look at each of these other audio filters, like the Chrome browser, if I play audio from a video, you won't hear it in Zoom. And let's see, I want to go here to filters. There's no filter on the Zoom audio. That's as it should be. I hit the wrong one again.
Official Tim Tech said turn off your headset and turn it back on.
Yeah, that's also on my list. This one, microphone. This one would not have it. And this one. So I want to check first and make sure none of those have that set. So when I turn off this OBS scene so that that doesn't show up everywhere. So here's turning this off. And my video froze briefly. I have zero drop frames. Okay. Now
that sounds better.
Yeah, the problem there is it's going over my microphone, and my speakers are my microphone's gonna pick up the speakers. So I just turned the volume down on my speakers. Give me a thumbs up in Zoom if my audio is normal. All right. Now I'm gonna try turning this back on. I cannot hear you in Zoom right now. Okay, and Tim, I know about that crackling. That's because my headset microphone isn't very good. All right. Whoops, OBS crashed.
I've already talked, by the way.
Think you got it in time. I'm seeing audio mixer.
Yeah.
What the heck?
You got about a minute and a half.
Seems to be frozen in Zoom.
And Zoom is clearly frozen, yes.
Official Tim Tech said we are back on, baby.
We're all good on Zoom. Just
Give me a thumbs up in Zoom if you can hear me.
Which one of the echoes would you like us to report?
I hear him,
I've
but I
got
don't.
I've got an audio in my ear that I have no idea where it's coming from. It's some kind of a YouTube video, I think.
I hear that too.
You hear it?
Yeah, it's
All
real
right.
low.
Low.
That's weird.
It's real
weird.
loud in my ears.
But you're frozen
is
on
the stream
video.
back up? Yeah, looks like the stream's up. Where in the world is that coming from?
Can your
Turn
headphones
this
connect to more than
off.
one device at a time? Is it possible you're connected to your phone as well?
I cannot understand what you're saying
Keith
because
said
I've got
check
this
open
audio in
browsers.
my ear. Don't bother even telling me.
Official Tim Tech said technical difficulties.
I heard speaker bot.
Yeah, I did too.
What with the Carrie Holzman? This is weird.
Your live stream did?
One of my
gonna-
monitors.
Okay. An encoder error. There it is, finally. It was that one. Now, do my Stream Deck buttons work? Not my camera one. Let's go to camera one again. Camera one sources. Not. All right. Am I being heard on Zoom? Give me a thumbs up. All right, Tim. Yeah, I see a few thumbs up. Can I hear you?
Testing.
Yes, I can. All right. And is that, yes, my voice is coming over the stream. My camera's not, so I'm going to unplug, disconnect, and reconnect my main camera. Is my unboxing camera working? No. My monitors are working. Interesting. All right.
Is Doug frozen on Zoom for anybody else besides me?
Yes, he's frozen.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, I would expect to be frozen since my camera's not working at all. Let's go shut down some other OBS browser pages. Maybe they're interrupting. When I exited OBS, all these OBS browser pages were still opening, and one of them was playing audio in my ear, and Zoom was hearing it as well. I think, were you hearing it in Zoom? You said you were hearing it quietly, right?
Yep.
All right. I was hearing it really loud, so I could tell when you guys were talking to me, but I couldn't make out what you were saying. So I think these are still closing. All these OBS browser pages should not be needed for my OBS session. Oh, that just closed chat in OBS. All right. So that OBS browser page was responsible for chat. OBS says that I'm still streaming. Camera 1 doesn't work. Let's look at what other cameras do I have? Keyboard camera. No. So none of my cameras are working. And in Zoom, camera's not working. Okay, I'm going to make somebody else host of Zoom. And I'm going to leave Zoom and come back if they let me back in.
Wow, nobody would ever not let you back in. Maybe Ghetto, but
Let's see. There you go. Guess I could have made him co-host.
you turned the waiting room off, right?
Yes.
So you should be able to get right back in.
Yeah. As long as you don't turn the waiting room back on. Oh, I gave him ideas. Don't give him ideas.
That idea hit me well before you said anything.
All
Trust me,
right.
but I would never, ever do that.
Oh, I just went looking to confirm that I had the waiting room turned off, but I can't even see that menu option now because I'm no longer the
Let
host.
me verify that for you there, Mr. Betts. Hold on
All
one
right.
second. Yeah, it's not enabled. You're good.
All right. I'm leaving the Zoom session. Hello, Jose. I'm leaving. All right, then I'll show over here that I'm going back in.
Stop the meeting. Don't
Thought
enable
about,
it.
believe me, there was two ideas running through my head. Trust me.
And
Oh, you're
then if I
bad.
choose
I
OBS
never claimed to
virtual
be anything
camera,
but.
that is
Well,
And he's still frozen.
yeah.
Brian
What the
Lightfoot
heck?
said the
Yeah, he's
passphrase to
still
get
frozen
back
is
into
right.
Zoom
Oh,
is
there
go
he is.
There
ahead,
he goes.
There we go.
stop at green.
Okay, but
But he's
you
on his work
Now we
phone.
can't hear him because he's muted.
He's muted. That's all. He'll
Oh,
get
such
he'll
a
get there.
Doug.
All
He'll
right.
get there.
I got that. All right. Now that's using the microphone is using the OBS virtual cable. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
It's
Oh,
horrible,
okay.
but we hear you.
Is that?
Echoey.
That's back to the echoey thing that we had going on. So look at advanced audio properties here. Microphone. Nothing looks wrong there. I go to that. I have to turn on OBS scenes for you to see what I'm doing there. And then there's the microphone properties. That's the right microphone. I'm going to switch this to a different microphone and then switch back. That is the right microphone. That's the headset, which sounded so bad. And this is another microphone that's on my desk. So if I switch to that one, then you're hearing me through that microphone. OBS is. And I think Zoom would be hearing that too because they're on the cable output. And this
Sounds like there's
microphone,
2 echoes. Oh, that sounds better.
you got 2 echoes?
Yeah.
All right.
And we can hear your mouse clicks.
Yeah, this microphone would do that. And so now the whole point was to switch away from the normal microphone and then back to the right microphone. And there's that. So does that still have the echoing? And does that still have the echoing?
Yes.
It's not as bad. You got it down some, but it's
All right.
still
So
not
now
as
I'm going to unplug my main microphone and plug it back in. So far, none of my
bad. There goes.
I see your camera. You're reaching up and trying to fix something. It looks
well,
like.
Zoom sees the camera, but YouTube
Not
doesn't.
Not YouTube.
Yeah.
Seems to be working though. Your audience is growing. I need to write this down.
Now it's not a Stream Deck issue. I know that because if I click on my
Brian
camera
Lightfoot said, "Hello,
one,
Jose Alvarez."
if I click to choose my camera 1 directly in OBS, the camera still doesn't come on. Well, I've got to turn off that audio sources scene first before that's valid. Yeah, and it's not there. Oh, that's interesting. On stream, when I turn on the picture-in-picture, you can see the logo appear in the upper left corner of where my picture-in-picture should be.
John Williams said heard but not seen. Ha.
Which makes sense because my cam 1 scene is where that logo appears, but the logo doesn't come from the camera. So I have disconnected and reconnected the cam. All of my webcams are not functional.
Through OBS going to YouTube, right?
Right. My cameras in Zoom are functional. Let's see if I can show Zoom. So I can get on screen on YouTube by having Zoom up. And maybe we'll just finish out the show with that. But let's see if my other cameras show up in Zoom. So there's one, and unmute it, and it did not.
John Williams said we can see you now.
It will not unmute. Oh, no, these other cameras will not show. There's the frozen image. Yeah, these other cameras, I can't select them in Zoom because OBS has control of them. Now, if I'm using my main camera in Zoom, that means OBS will not be able to access that camera. So I think what I want to do is exit Zoom again. Ken is still host, and see if I can fix the camera on OBS. Let's see. So I'll show my monitor 3 where I'm clicking to leave the meeting. Okay. Now, YouTube should still be able to hear me. I'm going to go unmute YouTube to confirm that. Yeah, YouTube can hear me. Then if I go to my sources, turn this on, go to microphone, see what microphone is there. Switch to this microphone. I confirmed my microphone myself.
Brian Lightfoot said audio back on YT.
Okay, now I'm going to test my audio myself. Okay, I just heard it, but that's on the wrong microphone. So then I'm going to switch back to the correct microphone, and then I will check YouTube to see if I'm being heard. Yes, I'm being heard. Okay, so there's audio sources, turn off OBS scenes, go back to my camera 1. I should be seen and heard on YouTube.
Keith said audio went out when you switched cameras.
Yeah, that's okay. If I'm back now, that's all I care about. I'm going to go check myself to make sure I'm back.
Yes, affirmative.
Yep, I'm back. We're back, baby. I don't know where that cultural
Keith
reference
said,
comes
never
from.
mind.
Well,
There,
you can
but-
hope that's all that has to happen.
Okay.
Darn, that button must not have worked. I swear I
No.
pressed the
John
lock
Williams said,
meeting
"Looks good
button.
now."
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Doug. You're still frozen.
Yeah, I still got the frozen image. It's like that camera is
And-
just like.
and
Oh,
he's
Wait, I got
muted.
an idea. Everybody go like this.
No, it's right here. Here's the explanation for that. When I relaunched OBS, I never
Yeah.
turned on the virtual camera. So
Still waiting to see if he's going to unmute himself.
starting
if
the
we're gonna get
output
anything out of that.
failed.
Our video driver's up to date. Oh my gosh.
Okay, unmuted in Zoom. And start virtual camera. It won't start. If you're using, make sure your video drivers are up to date. That
telling you.
sounds like another exit OBS and relaunch OBS. Virtual camera. Zoom might
You're
do
not.
it though. I'm going to exit Zoom and re-enter Zoom. Did you hear me in Zoom?
Third time's a
Yes, we
charm.
can
I'm
hear you,
telling
Tim.
you. That button might get
Verbal
pressed.
response would be better than your hands.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. That's
Yes,
what
we can
thumbs
hear
up.
you.
Okay. Start virtual camera. Still does not work. Okay. Exiting OBS and I'll restart the stream right away.